Caitlin Clark suffers ankle injury on scary play that silences sellout WNBA crowd with concern. Caitlin Clark just got injured and the whispers are growing louder she might be out for the entire 2025 WNBA season. I saw this injury in real time and I honestly thought that she was going to be out for the season. This time it's her ankle, the same one she injured back in August while battling Atlanta Dream. Back then she bounced back quickly, proving she's built differently, but now get worse, much worse. For any basketball player, an ankle injury is a nightmare. Yeah, we're looking at that ankle roll one more time right there. But you're right, Angel. I mentioned at the top of the show that she is having one of the...
Looking at that ankle roll one more time right there. But you're right, Angel. I had mentioned at the top of the show that she is having one of the best rookie seasons in WNBA history. The 19 assists in the game, the triple-double as a rookie, leading the league in assists, and she's only
best rookie seasons in WNBA history, the 19 assists in the game, the triple-double as a rookie, leading the league in assists, and she's only continued to get better. If you can't walk, run, or pivot, you're not just sidelined, you're useless. And yet, we're talking about Caitlin Clark here. The definition of grit and resilience. If anyone can take this setback head, and it's her, with the strength she's known for and the prayers of fans flooding in, maybe, just maybe, she'll defy the odds and make it back in time to save the 2025 season. I've done it a few times, so it is what it is. Every basketball, you're not a real basketball player if you haven't sprained your ankles a bunch. Caitlin Clark is the heart and soul of the Indiana Fever. Is down. Not just any kind of down, she's hit with an injury so severe it's got the entire basketball world gasping for air. The WNBA season is hanging on by an ankle. The incident happened during preseason training because, of course, when you're Caitlin Clark, the grind never stops. She was perfecting those killer crossovers, pushing herself like the overachiever she is, when disaster struck. One misstep, that's all it took. Her left foot landed awkwardly during one of her trademark moves and she collapsed to the floor, clutching her ankle. The gym, once alive with energy, went stone silent. Her teammates froze, her coaches panicked, and Caitlin, ever the warrior, tried to play it cool, but the pain was undeniable. She couldn't even stand without help. Yeah, it was that bad. The replay, I look really soft. It wasn't that bad turn, but it hurt. So sometimes you just need a second to give yourself a second. If you ever sprain your ankle, it just kind of stings. Fast forward to the medical diagnosis and the news isn't pretty. We're talking a grade 3 ankle sprain, basically the most brutal kind you can imagine. Doctors are saying there's potential damage to the paraanal tendons, the ones that keep your ankle stable, and even some internal muscle trauma. In simpler terms, this isn't your average walk it off an injury. This is sit down, stay down, and hope for a miracle territory. For someone like Caitlin, whose entire game is built on speed, sharp cuts, and ankle-breaking moves, this is catastrophic. And let's not even get started on the long-term risks. Chronic instability, reduced explosiveness, lingering pain. This could haunt her career if the recovery doesn't go perfectly. Specifically, a lot of these casual fans who have come into watching the WNBA because of Caitlin Clark, who plays a smooth style of basketball, who shoots from really far away, who makes great passes, who handles the ball well. People are coming for a style of play that is similar to that. Naturally, fans are losing it. Social media is flooded with well wishes and prayers for Caitlin, with hashtags like "Come Back Stronger" and "We Love You Caitlin" trending non-stop. The support is overwhelming, but let's be real, this is a punch to the gut for everyone who loves basketball. Her ability to pull off jaw-drop plays, her charisma, and her fearless attitude have turned casual viewers into diehard fans, and now the league is in full-blown panic mode because, let's face it, Caitlin was their ticket to keeping the lights on. Without her, who's going to pull in the viewership? Angel Reed, Chendi Carter, please. They are good, but they don't have Caitlin's magic. And talking about Caitlin Clark is that some of the players, you want to use a word jealousy, fine. You want to use a word be fine. You want to use a word resentment. We want to play with words. That's cool. It's something, and I think that some of the ladies, not all, but some of the ladies in the WNBA are missing the point, and the point is this girl right here is a box office attraction. Speaking of her rivals, they've been surprisingly quiet. You'd think Angel Reese or AJ Wilson would be doing cartwheels now that the competition's out of the way, but even they seem to understand the gravity of the situation. Sure, maybe they are secretly relieved they don't have to face her on the court, but deep down they know the league needs Caitlin. Everyone does. Without her, the WNBA loses more than a player. It loses its spark, its storylines, its soul. And I'm a WNBA fan. It's been good season. They cannot have this Caitlin Clark thing up any worse if they tried. And then there's a league itself scrambling like a chicken without a head. How do they replace the irreplaceable? Caitlin's injury isn't just a blow to her team. It's a financial and PR nightmare for the WNBA. Let's not sugarcoat it. Caitlin Clark is The WNBA, her absence leaves a gaping hole that no amount of marketing can fill. Viewership expected to tank ticket sales. Good luck. The league has leaned so hard on Caitlin's star power that without her it's like trying to keep a skyscraper standing with a missing foundation. Before the 2023 season, the WNBA had grown by 40% viewership from 2022 to 2023, but with Caitlin Clark's arrival, it's grown by 400% viewership. Okay, now let's not talk viewership, let's talk ticket sales. Bear with me. Ticket sales grew in 2023 by 16% from 2022. Ticket sales have grown by 93% in 2024. What that means is without Caitlin Clark, the WNBA would have taken till 2029 or 2030 to get to where Caitlin Clark has gotten them today. What Caitlin Clark has done is grown the WNBA exponentially. She did in 5 weeks what would have taken 5 years, and as it pertains to draft viewership, she did in 5 days what would have taken 5 years. But let's get back to Caitlin herself, because this isn't just about the league's bottom line. This is about a player who gave everything to the game only to have her season and maybe her career put on hold. Recovery from a grade 3 sprain isn't a quick fix. Experts are saying it could take anywhere from 6 months to a full year depending on how well the rehab goes, and even then there are no guarantees. What if she can't make those sharp cuts anymore? What if her explosiveness is gone? What if the Caitlin Clark we all know and love never comes back at full strength? The WHIFs are terrifying. Fans understandably are losing their minds. Social media is a chaotic mix of heartbreak, fury, and desperation. Indiana Fever fans are taking this particularly hard, and who can blame them? This team had clawed its way out of mediocrity, all thanks to Caitlin's brilliance, and they were finally looking like championship contenders. Now it feels like someone hit rewind on their dreams. The thought of facing a season without her is like waking up from the best dream of your life and realizing it wasn't real. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. Is it exciting to see players battling in the post? Fouling and bullying and excessive physicality in the game to me isn't as exciting to watch. And let's not forget the Fever themselves. Without Caitlin, their entire game plan has been flipped upside down. Sure, Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell are talented, but expecting them to fill Caitlin's shoes, that's not just wishful thinking, it's downright impossible. Caitlin wasn't just the team's best scorer, she was a glue, the swagger, the I'm about to ruin your defense energy that turned the Fever into legit contenders. Without her, the team is left asking the dreaded question, can we even do this without her? Other players as well. You see compilations of them online. Not cracking down on these are going to turn people off to watching the WNBA, and it's not going to allow the league to grow and people to be more excited in players other than Caitlin Clark. Of course, Caitlin's absence isn't just shaking her team. Her rivals are definitely feeling some type of way about this too. Angel Rie Wilson and Chendi Carter, the usual suspects who've loved taking shots at her both on and off the court, suddenly find themselves without their favorite target. Sure, they are probably relieved to avoid Caitlin running circles around them, but let's be real, they thrived on the rivalry. Caitlin didn't just challenge them, she forced them to level up. Now without her, the competition feels a little less intense, a little less exciting, and honestly even they know the league is going to feel emptier without her fiery presence. But here's the thing about Caitlin Clark, she's not the kind to throw in the towel. Word on the street is that she's already laser focused on her recovery, and knowing Caitlin, this isn't just about getting back on the court, it's about proving every single day